So, best Ruby and Soul Eater episode of Death Battle, huh? For Ruby's analysis, I loved what the Flash and Silverlight line. I'm glad they argued over who was the best girl. That was hilarious. And they handled explaining what happened in volumes 7 through 9 as best as they could. Surprised Crow wasn't mentioned on the other hand, but other than that, solid. Maka and Soul's analysis. I do like how they went through Maka and Soul's issues and the work they had to go through, since certain people claim Maka's a boring MC, the internal pressures that they faced, and how they eventually defeated Asura. But the fight, easily the best animated fight on Death Battle from both series. We had Ruby interrupting Maka to be a Maka and Soul shipper. The choreography didn't either give one a clear advantage, with Ruby's speed matching up with Soul's skill. Soul Resonance was forcing Ruby into hit and run tactics. Maka beating the crap out of Ruby in physical form, so Ruby has to go into defensive for her sniper rifle mode. And then, because of how well Ruby was doing, Maka has to bust out her final form, which was finally being animated for the first time, with Casey's song transitioning from English to Japanese. They kept the devil, and Soul Adagio weakening Ruby via aura and Silver Eyes recharging her was so fitting, and I had a feeling Silver Eyes could counter the madness, but the Resonance was still able to overpower it. The only problem is that I wish Ruby had charged in with the Silver Eyes against Maka in one final clash and the blade fell at the same time. But Ruby still hasn't mastered her Silver Eyes in canon yet, but the final shot was so beautiful. As for the breakdown, I was shocked this was a lot closer given everyone using scaling from other media, but I'm glad they actually chose to only focus on what happened in their own series on their own merits. I knew Maka was easily going to take strength, but speed being that close surprised me. And Cyphery, which I guess would either be Kurosagi ga Jimutsu or Ishinryu, they made a good argument for Ruby winning Cyphery. With powers, I'm glad the Silver Eyes could at least counter madness to some extent, but failed thanks to Maka and Soul's growth. Ruby, if only made her fight someone that fused with a Grim willingly. But, great episode. There's going to be some schmuck who gets mad that Ruby getting cut in half was not as gruesome as what happened with Weiss. But if you're a Ruby fan, your girl got a great showing, and if you're a Soul Eater fan, your girl and guy got a great showing, and they did Monty justice.